You're watching David Graham Sports Report.
Atta girl.
Wait a minute. Are you out of here?
Yes, we are.
Good.
You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. So when you call 911, ask for the best. State-of-the-art equipment and a well-trained staff who stand ready to respond to your call. That's Vital Care MedTrans, when nothing but the best will do. They played Wednesday night in the consolation games at Jacksboro Middle School. But before we go there, let's sneak back to Tuesday night. I was at the PAL game Tuesday and missed the Jefferson playing Jacksboro Middle School girls game, but I want to again congratulate Wanda Snodgrass and her girls on again beating the Eagles of Jefferson 37-33. You know, I asked Coach how many times she's done this to Jefferson. Poor old Jefferson. It seems like every time the Lady Eagles, our Lady Eagles, play them, we beat them. Somehow, some way, we find a way. But now she gave me some numbers, but we're going to sit down and talk with her about this. But now back to the game. We won 37-33, but it didn't start out that way. Jefferson jumped out to a 13-5 first quarter lead, but you could see our Lady Eagles coming back over their Lady Eagles at the half, as it was 15-14 them. But when the third quarter hit, that's when our Lady Eagles got going. We had a 24-20 lead at the end of 3. And fourth and final frame, winner advances to the championship game and the loser goes to the consolation game. Well, our Lady Eagles again jumped up and bit Jefferson with another loss, 37-33, to advance to Thursday's championship game against the Lady Rams of Robertsville. Over the years, Wanda Snodgrass and her team have always found a way to beat Jefferson, from the Courtney Morris days with the last-second 3 to just recently Mackenzie Seaver's last-second 3 to again defeat the Lady Eagles of Jefferson at Jefferson, if you remember. Now to Wednesday night's game, Jefferson versus the Lady Devils of Horace Maynard. And the Lady Eagles of Jefferson prevailed. They wore down the talented ladies of Horace Maynard 45-29. Started out like it was going to be all Lady Devils, but they got tired and Jefferson had a huge bench and it showed. Jefferson will advance to the sectionals as a number 3 seed in Sevierville, or regionals I should say, this in Sevierville this Saturday. Congratulations also to the Horace Maynard Middle School boys team as the Devils defeated a very young Robertsville team to advance to the regionals 55-47. An older Devils team played very well, especially inside where they had the height advantage. Block shots, offensive rebounds, and when it's going like that, you know you're not going to have a good night. I told the coach at Robertsville, Coach, you're young, you'll be back I'm sure. Now to Thursday night's championship games at Jacksboro Middle School. A packed house was there to support either the Lady Eagles of Jacksboro Middle School or the Lady Rams of Robertsville. A game that went into overtime. I can't tell you how many big games Wanda Snodgrass has been in, but I bet she's been in more than any other coach in this district. She has always won in those big games. She knows how to seal the deal when the game's on the line. Tonight, she went into the game knowing that her inside game would have to step up big time in order for her Lady Eagles to have a chance to finish number 1, but it didn't happen. Last night, our Lady Eagles lost in overtime 48-44. Emily Ellison, she played her heart out with 20 points. Madison Brady had 11 before fouling out in the fourth quarter. Abigail Garner had 10. A lot of those were putbacks and rebounds. Kaylee Jordan had a quiet 2 points, well below her average, and Cameron Castleberry only had 1 point. Now the Lady Eagles finish in second place and will go into the regionals in Sevierville as a number 2 seed. Leading the way for the Lady Rams was Bree Dunbar with 25 big points. They will go to the regionals as a number 1 seed. Making the all-tournament team for our Lady Eagles was Abigail Garner, Emily Ellison, and Madison Brady. Also making the all-tournament team for the Lady Owls was Veronica White. She scored 10 points in their loss to Horace Maynard back on Monday. Now on the boys' side, it was a fast-paced game. The Hawks of Clinton and the Eagles of Jefferson, with the Eagles coming out on top 49-36, and will go into Sevierville as a number 1 seed, and the Hawks go in as a number 2 seed. Congratulations to the Lady Eagles of Jefferson, who will go to Sevierville as the number 3 seed, and on the boys' side, again, it's Horace Maynard. We wish all the teams the best as they play at the next level. Switching gears to high school basketball, the Cougars' next game is on the road at Central Friday, and you can follow the game live on 1450 WLAF.com and catch all the action right here on the WLAF B&M Tire Sports Network with Josh Parker, Theron Overbay, Noah Smith, and Darren Gillenwater. Doug Boshiers and Morgan Quinn are still planning a big tournament on February 19th through the 21st, and we'll let you know more about that when they let me know. Speaking of football, we congratulate Caleb Doble again, who will sign a football scholarship with the University of the Cumberlands Wednesday, February 3rd at 2:30 p.m. at Pacellico High School, and we'll be up there to get all the gory details for you. Also staying on football, Justin Price and the Campbell County High School Cougars football team will have their football banquet Saturday, January 30th at the Ball Farm and Events Center. It will start at 6 p.m. up there. Speaking of the Ball Farm, they will have their annual fundraising banquet Saturday, March 12th at 5 p.m. And they do this to raise money to help hundreds of families in our area, so get up there and support them. Tickets are now on sale. Just contact any committee member of the Pine Mountain Longbeards, and they'll hook you up. They'll also have Gun of the Year tickets and Royal Slam game cards, and those things are very limited, so get with a committee member and get a ticket and get your cards. And to find out more, I'm sure you can call the Ball Farm and Event Center. It's always a great event up there, so get your tickets now. And we want to tell you, too, this Friday night, Patrick Peebley and the gang down at the SCCW will have wrestling going on. You might want to check with them and see when it's going on. They just told me they was going to have one Friday night, and I'm afraid we can't be there, but hopefully you can. Alrighty, we want to remind you again, Campbell County Youth Basketball and Upward Basketball will be going on this weekend, this Saturday, so get out there and support your babies in action. Alright, that's a real quick look at today's local sports. I thank you guys for being with us. You guys stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.